Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
It's 3 a.m. and the sirens are going off. Another rocket attack. I've got my boots and got my ammo in my 50-pound sack. A 100 boys headed to war in this world unknown. The only peace of mind I've got are these letters from home. Another day has come and gone. Another night I'm all alone. I didn't think I'd be this far out here. Out here in Kandahar. Well, most of us, we made it home, but we never came back. Well, most of us, we made. When we close our eyes at night, we hear a rocket attack. I've tried to talk and tell you about it, but it ain't the same. All these thoughts that run through my head, well, they can't be tamed. Another day has come and gone. Another night I'm all alone. I didn't think I'd be this far out here. Out here in Kandahar. Another day has come and gone. Another night I'm all alone. I didn't think I'd be this far out here. We ain't far from Kandahar. In Kandahar.
get to see
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Do you ever have one of those moments where you think, how the hell did I get here? Jeez, what happened to me? I was ruling the galaxy, had a cherry new battle station. I mean, this place had an omelet bar, a straight-up omelet bar. And now look, my former interns tossing me down a bottomless freaking pit. Was my out?
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
I looked my woman in the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said it. I said, bitch, I'm the man of the house.
Yeah, you said bitch, though. You called your wife a bitch.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Popcorn. Oh my god, man. Holy shit. I just want to say, hey, welcome everybody to tonight's Monday. Flash is out doing Flash stuff. No, he's not doing Jose, and he's not doing... Who is this? Jesus fucking Christ, already? WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air.
Hey, is this Ice?
Yeah, this is Ice.
Hey, 2 weeks ago, you guys were talking about the PPP for like veterans and trying to figure out what they need to do. Well, I got some info for you guys if you guys are interested.
Yeah, hit us up for Sergeant's time. You got me on a rant. So just listen.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're wrong show. So, but call back anyways, or drop a message in the Facebook inbox. We still love you.
All right, man.
All right, brother.
All right.
Late.
All right, man. Later.
Anyways, where do I begin? My mind is full of emotions right now on America. If you're not paying attention or you're living in a fucking rock, I'm gonna tell you what. Right now, currently as we speak, we are having elements of the 82nd Airborne on their way to the U.S. Capitol. Yeah, they're there to quell riots. Now, let's get. We're gonna get into. This is gonna be like I think this is gonna be Shipwreck. We were talking about this earlier. This is gonna be like fucking a 15-page. This is like a 15-page tangent rant. You know what I mean? It's one of those things to where, we cause and effect. We have to have conditions set and understanding exactly what we have to have for what I'm thinking of. I like to have my audience understand how I'm thinking. There's a few friends of mine that are close to me and that understand how I think. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. Hell, I got more people on the Libertarian side of the house hitting me up for stuff, which we're in the works of working with some members of the Libertarian Party to come on to WTF Nation Radio. Okay, so today, there has been a second... we all know what the fuck's going on, right? You know what's going on in the world, right? Shipwreck. I mean, this is not a fucking... This is not one of those things where you can just sit there and say, oh, well, yeah, I'm just kind of like thinking... No. You know what's going on, right? What happened with...
You don't know what's going on right now. You got some serious issues.
Right. Speak up more than the mic, dude. You're really chilling back, man. Holy shit. You're really chilling. You were talking a lot earlier. What happened now? You fucking...
No, I'm letting you do your rant first.
Oh, okay. All right. So anyways, everybody real quick. Okay, we all love, and this is what's funny. I'm seeing hypocrisy from individuals that I thought were smart enough to realize and seep through the fucking bullshit. All right? For all you guys and gals out there that would always propagate this fucking Epstein didn't kill himself and all this other stuff, Michael Baden, a notable fucking forensic pathologist and medical examiner, conducted the autopsy that stated what everyone said, that Epstein didn't kill himself, right? Well, there has been an update. There has been an update to the George Floyd homicide report. It's now considered a homicide. today it was announced that the same individual that everyone else is going, yeah, see, Epstein didn't kill himself, said the same thing about this. Cardiopulmonary arrest, complicating law enforcement subdual, restraint, and neck compression. What? That's what they said on Monday. Well, an updated report states that Floyd died of a loss of blood flow due to the compression on his neck while being restrained by Minneapolis police. So look, if you're going to sit there and fucking poke at all these goddamn Hillary fucking conspiracy theories and saying, yeah, to prove your fucking agenda, then I suggest, because like I said, Michael Biden was the same guy who did fucking Epstein shit. Now I'm fucking peeking out the mic. Now everyone else is talking crap. Everyone else is going, yeah, see, Hillary fucking did it. Hillary fucking did it. Oh, fucking see, yeah, right? Yeah, right, see, Hillary did it, yeah, right. But then when it comes to this fucking situation, now everyone else is doing that. Well, what about this fucking guy who got killed? And what about this guy? Let's focus on the situation at hand. Our country is in turmoil right now. They don't know where to fucking look at. You got cops that have taken down the American flag and now hosting their fucking blue line flag. I'm going to tell you what. We are 100% in support of the fucking blue. 100%. Every fucking right to protest, you damn fucking right. You damn right. Post it. Protest. Hell yeah. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you what. Right now, I'm gonna fucking. Here's the thing. If I was the son, daughter, if I saw a cop kneeling like that on one of my family members, knowing what limited training that I do know, everybody knows specifically the carotid artery. I mean, me and you discuss this shit, right? I've had years. We've had years. You and I in our communities have had years of training in hand to hand. Everybody knows when you apply a neck hold. Everybody knows. Hell, you could just by fucking holding your fingers down on your fucking carotid artery and you fucking cut off the flow of oxygen in your brain, you could pass out. There used to be little fucking games playing the fucking pass out game when kids used to do that shit back in the day, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking yeah, he made him pass out and all this herkle jerk and fucking stuff like that. No big deal. Everybody fucking knows that, right? Everybody knows that that you don't apply. The neck, even in training, is off fucking limits for fucking training. When somebody fucking taps you out when you got your hands around their neck or arm around their neck, that's it. They tap out. The dude was on there for 8 fucking minutes. The cop was on his fucking neck for 8 fucking minutes. Video compiled by... I'm not going to play the fucking video over and over because everyone's seeing it. If you're not fucking seeing it, then that's on you.
There's been some good videos out there.
Well, right. Well, there's videos of him. Okay, look. See, I look at this. If a cop was able to fucking jack this guy up for a $20 fucking bad check and they're harassing him, they put him in a fucking car and then the cop shows up. Yeah, exactly that, Camo Boss. You can't tap out when your fucking hands are cut behind you. That's fucking chicken shit. And it's chicken shit as fuck, man.
Well, you gotta... I'm not trying to stick up for this cop by any means, but they were called out that the guy was drunk originally.
Well, it is... No, well, here...
just over...
Right, but you're right, though. You're right. Yeah. No, you're right. They were called out that he was intoxicated or he was whatever. That's what the call was for. That was the call. You're right. That was the call. He was put in a car, and then the individual who was pressing on his fucking neck reached into the car that he was already in and then pulled him out after exchanging some fucking words. Why were those words exchanged, or what was fucking exchanged? Nobody fucking knows. But the video that we all saw of him pressing on somebody's neck, I have never seen. I have trained with law enforcement personnel. I have worked with law enforcement. I've never seen anyone say, "Yep, that's the method to subdue a fucking subject." You worked in fucking. We've got members of the staff that worked on law enforcement.
Yeah, I did federal law enforcement.
Yeah, that's a fucking no-go.
No.
Yeah, a big fucking no-go.
On the neck, there are restraints though that deal with a little bit of body weight compression.
Jacob,
but it's not your whole body weight.
I'm glad you said that, Jacob. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm glad you fucking said that. 2 mission interactions. You know what? The crucial 2 minutes of interaction was the fact that they know each other. They do. You're right. They do fucking know each other. They knew each other for about fucking 17 years. A lot of fucking streets are saying, Facebook posts to include members of their fucking family are saying that this guy had a vendetta against them already.
Really?
Yeah. There's some backstory behind him. Yeah, there's some fucking backstory.
I knew there was backstory on the two officers, you know. Like
No, just the one who, I'm not even going to name the fucker, dude. He's already been I don't give a fuck. My whole point is that, yes, it's fucked up. So, and here is me, okay? Me, Ice, Ken. You guys know me. You all know me, right? Everybody knows me now. How about this? If I had seen a member of my family, anybody, girlfriend, spouse, a fucking son, daughter, being like that with a cop, begging for their fucking lives, it would be a lot fucking more than a goddamn city on fire. That's just me.
Ain't that the truth?
A lot fucking more than a city on fire. Now everyone's gonna sit there and say, "Well, you're right, Jacob. You're good point." Oh, it's fucking. You're right. But what I'm missing is, motherfucker. I don't have to fucking. I don't give a fuck if there was 25 fucking years of history. I don't give a crap if the guy knew each other and they had some fucking beef or something like that. No, I'm gonna tell you what. You are a damn coward to put your fucking knee in somebody's fucking neck while they're restrained. I don't care what fucking history they had. What I'm missing. I'm gonna tell you what. I didn't have to fucking miss shit. Took 4 fucking dudes to restrain his ass and then press his neck down. So you're right, Jacob. There was some. There was some history. But nothing to justify that.
Oh, heck no. My question is all those people standing by taking video, why didn't they
I think about this now.
Got together and jump in?
Well, Nick Palmachano said it right. He said it. He's like, well, what are you going to do? You can't go up and fucking tackle him. Because if you do, what's going to end up happening?
Yeah, you're going to get yourself...
You're going to get your fucking ass handed and shot. Right now, the situation is... I'm going to tell you what, there is no fucking... I don't know what anybody could have fucking done. When you think about it, if they're that afraid of the fucking cops. Now there's other stories, Jacob, that you like to bring up. I'm not picking on you, dude. You're right. That's right, Michael. That's right. This ain't no fucking street judge bullshit. Because if they were doing that shit... Think about this, guys, gals. If they were doing this for a $20 fucking check... Imagine what they were doing for like some weed or something like that. Or a fucking ticket. Is that what's fucking... So yeah, you damn right. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, fucking... I can tell... I'm going to tell you what right now. I'm an asshole. The guy had... That's right, Pooks. The guy had fucking 18 complaints. I'm a fucking asshole when it comes to shit like that. And if I have, something like that happened to my family member or someone that I really, really, really fucking cared about, that I fucking loved dearly so fucking much, and that happened to one of them and I witnessed it and the whole world saw it, yeah. It'd be hard for me to fucking sit there and I don't know, not to have the whole fucking state on fire. I'm not trying to incite anything, but I'm just saying that's just me. That's just me.
There wouldn't be a prison that could hold me, I'll tell you that.
I'm going to tell you what, there wouldn't be a fucking I would be more than fucking happy to send you my fucking prison address after I fucking dealt the deed.
Yep.
So you have to think, there's nothing being fucking done. If there's nothing being fucking done for almost 4 fucking days before finally they decide to say we're gonna fire him, right? And that's when they released the fucking autopsy. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Hey, all you Epstein didn't fucking kill himself, motherfuckers. Guess what? It's the same fucking doctor that said he didn't kill himself either. It's the same fucking doctor. You gonna support, right?
Really?
Yeah, it's the same guy. Yeah, Dr. Michael Baden. Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, exactly that, Mom. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to beat anybody up, but I'm just telling you that this is me ranting, going the fuck off because I'm fucking pissed about this shit.
You're right, man.
This is straight fucking bull. Now this right here has set back. This has set back the good rep that Leos have been trying to maybe it's something that I didn't fucking see. Maybe it's something you didn't see either, man. Did you see this?
I wasn't there.
Yeah, what I'm saying. What about the other 3? Pookie, you're right. There's other 3. What makes me mad is that if there was the initial fucking autopsy report saying that he was killed that much, and all of a sudden another doctor comes in and just completely rips the fucking report apart, does that tell you there's a fucking cover-up? It's almost like the Epstein shit in reverse, right? But nobody wants to fucking believe that shit, right? So everyone who's, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you are friends with me on Facebook, go ahead and fucking unfriend me. If you're pushing that shit that Epstein didn't kill himself, I'm gonna tell you what, that fucking cop killed him. Do it right fucking now. I'm fucking pissed off. I mean, literally, I'm fucking, dude, what the fuck you doing? It's almost like everybody fucking knows that's not how you restrain someone. Period. I can rant on that fucking tangent forever with more fucking, drink some fucking coffee and drink some Tecate and smoke some weed or, take some fucking speed or whatever. I don't fucking know, man. This is straight fucking bullshit. So am I in any place to say, you don't have a right to fucking protest? Nah, they have every single fucking right to protest. I said protest. Hang on. I said protest. Everyone's going to be like, oh, ISIS is inciting violence. No, I'm not. I'm not fucking inciting violence. Now, so that's that whole fucking story. That's the update on what's happening with the medical examiner's report for George Floyd. That's pretty much. So when the medical examiner fucking responded to a request for comment, is like, hey, dude, Hennepin County medical examiner, what are you talking about them shits? What you gonna provide an update now that a second, and these are two doctors, a second two medical examiners, one that's world renowned. I'm gonna tell you what, doctors and this is what pisses me off, going back to the conversation we had, Shipwreck, about people's reputations. Doctors, people, medical personnel, people on fucking like lawyers and stuff like that, reputation is big to them. That's like a big thing.
Very much so.
So when you smear somebody like that, and you're like, oh no, that can be fucking wrong. So right now, you know that meme of the guy that's got the two buttons, and he's holding up his fucking hand, his hand to his head, going which button he should push. Right now, the motherfuckers that said Epstein didn't kill himself, and the one that says that the cop didn't kill, that he was died of natural causes. So that's what I'm saying. Everyone's saying complications due to what? I'm gonna tell you fucking what. You know what happens when you fucking die? Of course there's going to be some fucking complications when you have your brain cut off from fucking oxygen. Things sort of fucking happen in sequential order, usually sometimes faster than the others, before that happens. So yes. Sure. So you die of what? You die of this. So he died of fucking asphyxiation. So the updated report, again, Floyd died of a loss of blood flow due to the compression on his neck while being restrained by Minneapolis police. That's fucking it.
Well, now they're going to do a third one?
Bro, if they fucking do a third one, come on, man. You want to do another one for fucking Epstein too? So that way the people that don't believe this fucking report is going to say the same shit?
No, but I see the department saying, well, let's get a third opinion here. Or court, or his lawyer. It's going to get very interesting court case down the road with us. Very interesting. I can see it.
Well, it's going to be, what are you talking about? It's going to be, I mean, everyone's saying this. So again, now, mind you, again, I am going purely off of what happened in the fucking videos and what has happened to the update on this. So everybody, like I said, so all of you that are not fucking following me, that are whatever, have you unfriended me now that you don't want to fucking be friends with me or something like that? Then cool. We can keep talking. Because I'm seeing some of my friends on fucking Facebook going, well, he didn't do this and he didn't do that and he didn't do this. I'm thinking, what the fuck are you doing? Shut the fuck up. Because on the same timeline, you're saying Epstein didn't kill himself by the same doctor who said Epstein didn't kill himself.
I wonder how much that actor is getting paid.
Which one? Yeah, Dr. Biden? I don't know. Do it! Oh, shit, hang on. I'm hearing myself again. So, Tyler says there's already, level 7 is already showing its face for fucking, whatever, so. But, God, man, it just pissed me off. Now, okay, so there's protests. Let's move on to the evolution of this event, of this thing that's happening. Up into the point where we're at the 82nd going to D.C. Now there's protests, and now there are instigators, outside agitators to these protests. Everybody fucking knows who they are. They're fucking Antifa. They're fucking whoever, opportunists, individuals that just want to go and fucking have a right to riot, or just want to fucking fuck up shit up to fuck. Just want to see shit burn, right? That's what happens. We're fucking. So we can both agree on that.
And political agenda pushing.
Oh my God, it's heavy. Heavy. Okay, so One thing was starting with the fucking protests and before it started going off to riots. Yeah, exactly, cause George Floyd died from the effects of an asshole cop kneeling on his neck. Exactly. Fuck, man. So here comes the fucking protests. And this is the stuff that I was kind of noticing out and throwing tweets out. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? The media. All right. These are, now look, for everybody who wants on the ground reporting and all this other shit, and you get fucking videos, we all want that shit. We want to see that stuff. Our culture and society has evolved to watching visual. We want to see visual representations of stories. That's why you notice reports and tweets are usually better and faster when they're just a small short report with a video accompanying it, or a Facebook post, whatever you want to have.
Or a picture.
Yeah, or a picture.
You don't want anything anymore.
Right. Or yeah, exactly.
Visualize it.
Right. They want to visualize it exactly. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I like, bitches love visuals. We got to see some. I want to see some shit like that. Yeah.
Gotta check out the quality.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, the first thing that I started noticing some crazy shit was going on was when there's just reporters, just fucking guys and gals running around with fucking cameras reporting in the story. Well, the first thing that happened was a damn fucking CNN fucking news crew got arrested. Just covering, just sit there, hey, what's going on? Hey, we're from CNN. Yeah, whatever. No, really, we're like from fucking CNN. No, you guys better show us your credentials. We are literally live right now, and everyone's watching us get arrested. I mean, literally, everyone's watching.
Yep, everyone watching.
We're watching this guy getting arrested. And I'm like, wow, this is some fucked up shit. So I'm like, okay, so I kind of look at that and make some comments about it. And then we look at some other cops just are hanging out watching some reporters in a parking lot in Minneapolis. And next thing you know, the fucking reporters are filming. Okay, here's some cops. We're about to set up. We're about to do this. And they start getting hit by non-lethal rounds from a fucking across the parking lot. And I'm thinking, that's kind of like fucked up. Why is it that all of a sudden cops are now starting hiding cameras from reporters? Ari, I blame the Coast Guard. Everybody hates them. Did you guys see the new Space Force shit? That's fucking awesome. I love that show. I fucking love that show. I mean, I don't want to fucking break off the fucking subject, but so now reporters are getting fucking videotaped, documented footage that's out there of cops just grabbing them by the fucking face or moving them around, shoving them on the ground, fucking spraying. Dude, what the fuck's going on? We're being WTF Nation Radio, U.S. Army, WTF, we First Amendment stuff, right? We're all about it. We all freedom of speech. Fucking First and Second Amendment. We're ardent supporters. We love it. That's what I'm talking about. We want to get you bigger freedom of the press, as long as bigger and better guns too happen. So now they're starting to harass exactly that, Pookie. Goddamn, Pookie, are you reading my mind, dude? Did you bug my house, bro? Shit. They started harassing a guy. He turned out to be a fucking FBI agent.
Yeah,
that was fucking hilarious. So I'm thinking, you've got to be fucking. Now, neither these cops have been going fucking unhinged, and they have been like an image like fucking thrown upon them. Chris Rock made a fucking perfect point. It's just some bad apples, right? It's just some bad apples. When it comes to cops. Well, they're just some lines of profession that you just can't have fucking bad apples. Like he says, like airline pilots, you can't just sometimes land. You can't have bad apples when it comes to flying. Perfect. It was perfect analogy that Chris Rock threw out. You gotta watch the show. It's a pretty good show. It's funny. Get some points where you're just like, okay, whatever, you're being preachy, but stuff like that. But that's just some of the sense of humor. Not like Dave Chappelle level type shit, but it was pretty good. So now we're watching, there's another tangent right there. Now we're watching fucking cops fucking going after the media, the press. I don't fucking like, I want to see, because what I am used to seeing when I was deployed downrange, and you were too, Ship, right? You saw what happens when you saw foreign press, when you saw press, even our press. They were wearing a blue fucking helmet with a fucking body armor that said press in fucking big black letters on a white background. So everybody fucking knew. Man, this is press. These are the fucking press.
Watch yourself and check your six around.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of, you just kind of like, you just kind of like didn't start blabbing about stuff. You didn't start fucking talking about stuff you wouldn't say normally to whatever, because everything's on the record, right? So everyone's kind of like watching that shit. And
like the internet.
Yeah, it's just
once
like,
it's out there, it's out there.
Yeah, exactly. You can't get it back, and you're like, did you really just fucking say that, bro? I said it was fucked up. Yeah, but he said everything was fucked up. Oh, damn it. So again, I have a lot of feelings when it comes to the freedom of the press and allowing reporters to do their fucking job and report. That's what they, look, this is the time to fucking do it. You see all these armchair motherfuckers that are sitting back in their studios talking shit and saying, well, what about this? And what about that? And what about this? Hey, how about this? We have guys and gals that are out there on the streets trying to film this stuff, but we got cops taking their fucking cameras. We got cops fucking macing them. Watering hippies like effect type shit. All right, so again, this is something that I'm fucking red alert. There's some fucking flares and flags coming up. Who cannot take that shit seriously? Yeah, everyone who believes in the First Amendment, because everyone talks about shit like that, right? Hey, yeah, you got fucking, you got First Amendment. Everyone talks about First Amendment. Well, I got to say whatever I want. It's freedom of speech. And no. I don't give a fuck. Fuck your feelings. Facts are not bothered by feelings, or your feelings don't fucking start where my freedom begins with freedom of speech. Well, that's what these reporters are trying to do. They're trying to report it live. I mean, it's it's difficult to fucking, edit live unless you're like, I don't know, some other, doing some shit like in the back, in the scenes, behind the scenes. Yeah, exactly that, Michael. There's some things that you don't tell the report. Well, I mean, we work with the press. Believe it or not, we work with the press. So we can't say we don't trust them. There are some reliable press individuals that WTF Nation Radio and U.S. Army WTF almost work with. Pretty good. I mean, they're pretty cool. So like, hey, they ask us some stuff, we say some stuff. So yeah, like cops harassing a man and because his business. I'm about to say, you know what? Now we're kind of realizing, fucking with this COVID shit, are you really fucking overdoing it? Well, so anyways, let's go back here. Then we have outside agitators. Mysteriously around the fucking country. Mysteriously. There have been pallets of fucking bricks being laid around. You seen that shit? On like corners of city streets? People are like, no. It's just because there's some construction going on here. What do you know?
I'd explain one or two, maybe.
But a fucking pallet? And they're just coincidentally placed in the routes of said protests. There's some agitators out there that do it, right? Now, there's already a purported video right now of a police officer that's been fucking doing the same shit that was caught breaking up an AutoZone towards the beginning of all this stuff. And again, everyone's trying to fucking get to the bottom of it and all sorts of shit. These bricks, these pallets of bricks are being placed everywhere. Agitators are now getting involved. I'm going to move on to the next tangent. Tangent number 3 about this is the fucking looters. See, now the protesters and the police are now realizing who these looters are fucking going, holy shit. Now, the cops, I don't care about. I mean, I do care about the cops. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to fucking, well, I said he didn't care about the cops. No. What I'm saying is that the protesters, the reason why they're protesting is being marred by these fucking assholes agitating the situation.
Very true, and other organizations getting labeled as troublemakers.
Right. Oh, yeah, there we go.
And they're not even troublemakers.
And they're not even troublemakers. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of individuals that are being making fun of the Boogaloo movement. They're not making fun of, but actually attributing some of this stuff to the Boogaloo movement. Anybody who does that, I'm going to tell you right now that you are the most uneducated individual when it comes to the Boogaloo movement. That's like someone saying you have a tattoo, you went to prison, or you're a gang member, right? No.
Or if you drive a bike and you look all...
Yeah, you're a weed snorter.
Bike, you must be in a cartel or a biker club.
Exactly. Exactly, Michael. Perfect example. These outside people are starting shit just like the assholes coming to Iraq. The looters are like vultures. Exactly that, Pookie. Some of these agitators here have caused enough rioting and caused enough fucking mayhem to where they're encouraging protesters now to go in areas that are normally not a place for protesting, like a fucking highway or a street. There was a big rig truck that was caught up. Now looking back and going through and talking to some of my media peeps and finding out what's going on, there was a truck driver driving a fuel truck, big ass fucking fuel truck. I'm thinking, oh shit, he is hauling ass down the fucking highway. What it was is that the Highway Administration Authority did not cut off the highway at specific spots, so that truck driver was driving on the fucking highway, thinking, yeah, no big deal. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm fucking driving down. Well, all these people here. Holy shit, there's a lot of people. Holy crap. and he's slamming on his fucking brakes. Well, everyone thought that now he's running the protest. Well, first off, protesters, what the fuck are you doing protesting on the highway? That's not a protest. That's risking your lives at that point. I had a friend who
Figure out stupidity.
Yeah, right, exactly. I had a friend who posted on their timeline a dude hauling a horse trailer. And fucking he was just driving through too. Just what the fuck's going on? Holy shit, there's a crowd forming. He's trying to barrel through. People are jumping on his fucking horse trailer. And they pull down the fucking rear ramp of the horse trailer.
Well,
So they get
on
they,
jumping
so,
on stuff,
so they get to oh yeah, hang on, I'm gonna bring that one up too. I'm gonna bring that one up too. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, all right.
They fucking jump on this horse trailer and pull the ramp down. The guy hauls ass and sees a bunch of cops. The cops like, hey, what the fuck's going on? They pull up the fucking horse ramp on the fucking trailer and re-secure it, and the whole crowd like fucking World War Z is running to this guy in this fucking trailer. Why? Hey, I thought this was a protest. You literally have individuals now that have taken this to fucking, they're taking this fucking to the extreme, chasing motherfuckers down on highways. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's individuals that have never been in a situation where they've ever been in a protest. Ever. They've never been. This is new to them. These are like, what the hell is this protest for? I'm driving through. They're not expecting protesters to be on a fucking highway, on a main thorough. That's like, I don't know. You want to? Okay, well then fine. I'm gonna fucking start protesting with my drones. I got drones, and I'm gonna start flying around a fucking airport. What? What are you doing? Why? What's the big deal? I'm just protesting with my drones. Have drones, but they go a fucking banner on the bottom of it. WTF Nation Radio, fucking land on the free, home of the brave. First, Second Amendment. Have these big flags hanging off of it and shit. And just fly around the airport. Well, why can't I do that? Right? Like, why can't I do that?
Go ahead and do that and see what happens.
Well, that's
I'll sit back and
they'll fuck yeah. They'll be like, yeah, you'll cause a fucking plane crash. You'll cause an accident. You'll cause fucking you'll cause fucking death and destruction by me flying a fucking drone all around an airport. Now, of course, I'm not condoning this shit right now because I know everyone's even the WTF Jags are in my fucking DMs right now. Watch what you see. Exactly that, Steph. And the FBI will fucking be sending the FBA will send the FBI to your house. Hey, it was just a protest. Well, nobody expects you to fucking protest in the main fucking in the approach pattern of a fucking airport. The same thing with the highway. Some fucking truck driver driving down. Holy shit! What the hell's going on? Fucking people. You gonna fucking blame him for that, and all of a sudden say, fuck that, and all the drone plays is Toby Keith. I like the way you think, Michael. That's very psyop of you. Psychological warfare. I like that. So again, what I don't fucking understand is that the protesters and these agitators now at this point is getting stupid. This next event that I'm going to talk about, and I don't want to put the video up because everyone's like, yeah, it's not be a good idea if you post a video, because if I posted videos up, then it'd be like whatever, and then it gets all stupid, and I want nobody to fucking whatever. But there's a truck driver that was driving for FedEx, and he had a dual trailer. He had one trailer, two small trailers, one pulled behind the other. And
that's normal.
Yeah, that's normal. That's normal. Some, especially out on the West Coast, that happens. That's more frequent, because of laws and shit. Like anyway, at any rate, so it was double trailers. So he starts pulling this fucking trailer, and he's fucking getting stopped. And guys are fucking pointing guns at him, like jumping on the cab window and pointing guns at him. Well, what is your fucking natural reaction the last time you saw on the fucking news about a truck driver stopping in the middle of riots? Right? They pulled the fuck out and said, "Oh fuck this." I would have fucking done it. I'd have fucking said, "Oh fuck that, hell no." I'd have gassed it. What was I would think considerate about this truck driver driving for FedEx. He was considerate. He didn't lurch the he didn't lurch the gas and fucking he didn't just like plow. He was easing slowly. He was actually, if you watch the video, he's just driving real slow. And people are fucking jumping all over the fucking, grabbing the fucking shit. They're emptying their fucking packages out of the back of the fucking trailer. Well, this being, like I said, dual trailers, one being pulled behind the other. If you guys have never been a truck driver or never been in the trucking industry or don't know, it's a dolly system. So that way, the fifth wheel is almost like a little dolly that's being pulled by the first trailer, and there's a mechanism that hooks up. So that way, the fifth wheel gets connected to the kingpin of the second trailer. And there's brake lines and actuate. Well, one of the guys was trying. This is what the story is that the guy was going to disconnect that fucking rear trailer. Well, while he was doing it, he was also unloading the fucking first trailer. and the truck moved forward, and he fell, and he landed on top of 2 TVs, and then that second trailer rolled on him. It didn't roll on him. It stopped. It got stuck. And so they were about to say they were literally stepping on that fucking dude. Everyone who was bouncing out the truck when they started moving were literally stepping on the guy to get the fuck out of the way. And so the truck driver, thinking that he was out of fucking danger, he accelerates and drags this fucking dude and 2 TVs. I don't know, for a certain amount of miles before fucking he finally hits a bump and the guy fucking, he was dragging this dude for like miles or something like that. Now everyone's fucking getting all mad at the fucking truck driver. What would you have done? What the fuck would anybody do? The stupidity of several states. Right, well, several states have already passed bills that if you feel like you're fucking in danger and people are swarming your fucking car. See, if you're protesting, normally you protest in areas, I don't know, like City fucking Hall, a park or something like that. Have big protests and stuff like that. I don't ever remember, this must be like a new fucking thing. You don't fucking protest on highways. Just like I'm using the fucking drone analogy again with fucking the airport.
You gotta think what group of people are doing these. What age group? The millennials?
The millennials.
Not the boomers.
The millennials. So
Yeah,
I'm just like fucking blown the fuck away that this dude fucking got dragged. Well, I'm not blown away. I'm fucking dude, that sucks. You shouldn't have been fucking in between a fucking moving truck. And I mean, it's not. He was stealing off of a fucking truck. I don't like fucking thieves. No, Mike, I'm not, no way in fucking hell I'm an idiot, Mike. I just know how transportation and life works. But yeah, it just you have that fucking shit going on right now. So there's some bullshit to that. Straight up. These agitators now are fucking looting and tearing up stuff. There are places in major cities that were of antiquity, art centers and stuff like that had actual heritage and stuff too. The fucking World War II museum got fucking vandalized.
Well, it wasn't just that. Monuments too for Purple Heart recipients.
Right.
A lot of military memorials.
Right.
Vandal.
Yeah. Dude, to me at that point, then that's where I start going into the next tangent. It's not a at this point you're removing, it's cops being fucking stupid at protests. It's rioters now removing the actual fucking cause of what this uprising is about. Do you want to call it an uprising or a protest? I don't at this point I'm still fucking angry about the fucking cop killing Mr. Lewis. I'm really fucking pissed. Because then now what's happening is now cops, or you're now seeing throughout the fucking country, it's almost like fucking, yeah, they burned a fucking church. They burned a fucking church, but God forbid you send a fucking round accidentally to a fucking religious site when you're deployed. You have generals and like shit fucking
someone lit a match.
Yeah, exactly.
And everything just went.
Yeah.
Across.
So at that point, it's hard. Branco, that's the point. So now, currently, with those riotings happening, nobody's actually pinning this shit on Antifa, but the president said, "Fuck it, it's Antifa." Attorney General Barr said Antifa would be designated as a terrorist organization. I'm gonna tell you what, right now, Antifa is not like fucking. They're not fucking. They're not structured like fucking Al Qaeda. They're just a bunch of fucking. They have their own little cells, and that's how they fucking work. And the unconventional warfare mentality of this, you're not really seeing the whole fucking picture. So instead, they're saying it's Antifa. Instead, you have one side saying Antifa. You have another side saying it's the Boogaloo Boys. You have another side saying, not realizing, no, it was because a fucking cop killed fucking Mr. Floyd. Rightly so. If you're watching protests now, they're kind of fucking mixed.
People are protesting and they don't even know what they're doing anymore.
Well, is it? Well, that's what I'm saying now. Is it? It's a protest. No, there's some fucking stuff. That's just little stuff. There's a protest. You have no. Because I'm agree. I am. I mean, I got a little bit of rebellious streak in me. I don't mind. I don't give a crap about a protest. Let me get to the next tangent about protest. When you're protesting and shit's happening, cops are getting fucking stupid and just arbitrarily fucking, throwing fucking CS on people. I saw a picture. I saw a video. Somebody fucking put it on my fucking timeline, and I was like, it was a kid that got OC'd. Now, it's one of those things to where there's some individuals due to these fucking some people just can't fucking move because the roads are closed or something like that. They're just walking fucking through some of this. I don't know the story, but I tell you what, in a shoot no shoot scenario that a lot of these fucking cops go through, I think I'm just saying, I think a 5-year-old is on the shoot no shoot scenario where you don't shoot, you don't apply, because I'm tell you what, if a fucking cop, if you're that much of a fucking cop and you're afraid of a fucking 6-year-old and you're being that fucking malicious,
got issues.
yeah. I don't.
Right. Kind of work.
Right. Well, I mean, I also don't recommend you fucking bringing a kid to a protest either. So, I mean, I know individuals like, oh, look, honey, look at the magic. Look at the magic of, look at the magic of the freedom of speech. Look at the magic of open. This is how free our country is and all that. It's almost like you bring your kid on something like that. Do you not fucking do you not at all have any type of fucking couth to where you would bring your kid in the first place? Do you? I mean, would you bring your fucking kid to a protest? Just for in the event how cops are?
I'm taking my kid to City Hall.
Well, right. I mean, an air show, but
not to a thing outside like this.
Yeah, something like this. Knowing would you bring your kid out? But then again, like I said, also as a cop, you have fucking restraint, dude. Holy crap!
Should
you have to. You fucking have to, because if you're spraying that kid, what if you no shoot, and you know what, you have the fucking. It's like fucking that's one of those fucking scenarios. It's almost like, I don't want to say it's contagious, it's like when you yawn or something like that, and you yawn next to somebody, that you yawn with them, and then they start yawning. Everybody else in the room yawns. It's like that's how fucking shooting starts. That's how because a cop, all they have to hear is going bam, hear one shot, all cops turn and fucking start shooting in one direction. Dude, what if they fucking kill a kid? Now, granted, of course, you don't fucking bring your fucking kid to a protest. But a fucking cop should be knowing not to fucking shoot a kid. What kind of fucking training is that? Oh, the same kind of training that you had somebody put a fucking knee on the neck. Now, brings to now. Right about now. Go ahead.
Cops, they're not paying attention in training.
Dude, oh my God, dude. Just like fucking.
Man, will this shit hurry up?
Yeah.
I got this,
Right. It's fucking insane. So right now you have everybody involved. The world is fucking even looking at us. Germany, shut the fuck up. China, shut the fuck up. France, shut the fuck up. Oh, now the whole world is looking at us, motherfucker. You stay the fuck out. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. Germany, China has had the worst fucking case. Oh man, am I probably gonna get banned from saying this? China has had the worst case of oppression to blacks ever. They put Muslims in fucking camps in China. Fuck. That's a good point, Kevin. It's crazy that the police have more non-lethal equipment on them than we did when we were downrange. And we didn't have any issues when we were dealing with downrange. Until somebody shot at us. Of course, you have to defend yourself. Somebody brings a gun to a protest, then it's no longer a protest. It's a firefight.
And if you use non-lethal on someone, you are responsible for that person immediately. You take ownership of that person. So if they need medical, you're supposed to give them medical.
Right. I know that was another example. You guys are looking at my notes or some shit. There was a kid. There was a kid who fucking showed up with a riot just to beat the shit out of her kid for being at the riot. She saw her kid on fucking TV. She freaking, she saw, she's like, oh shit, that's my son. She went out there. What the fuck are you doing out here? I mean, cussing at him, smacking him up. Get your ass home. That's what I'm talking about.
That would have been my parents. I'd done something.
Right.
And speaking of kids, did you hear about supposedly a mayor's daughter?
Oh yeah, fucking Bill De Blasio. Yeah, Bill De Blasio. You know, and I'll be honest with you, judging from some of the people that I know that have had issues with fucking cops and how they fucking deal with this shit, I mean, we need cop. There needs to be some fucking retraining. I think they need to do some online training. I think, as a matter of fact, they need to do their cyber awareness training. Cops need to fucking get refreshed. Because I'll be honest with you, when I saw that there was a fucking picture, I think it was in Cincinnati or something like that, there was a picture of a cop in front of their fucking courthouse headquarters. They took down the flag, got taken down or something, whatever. They put up the fucking the thin blue line. Hey, I'm sorry. That's not the flag that I serve under. I don't serve under the thin blue line flag. My flag is the United States of America. That's the flag I serve under. Not that flag. Get that shit out of my fucking face. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Fucking... Yeah, it's already. I'm fucking still going, dude. Take it from me, Ice.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue. I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
My heart was exploded or something like that. You know what I mean? Can you overdose on Cafe Bustelo? Can you? I'm just wondering. And just, you never know. But God, man, fuck. Again, so everyone like I did lose some friends. I looked at some, was like, let's see who's not going. What's my prediction for July? Holy shit! You know what, dude? What we got currently, we have the what we have right now. The 82nd is in DC. They're out there doing this. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can.
Did they get out there already?
It's not that far of a drive from Fort Bragg. It's not dry. Or they could have flown. I don't fucking know. They should have just jumped in. You better freaking the fuck out. That's another thing too, man. Yeah, zombie midgets. Exactly. That's what we're waiting for. You know what? You're kind of thinking about right now. To think about what's going on in the. Listen. Stop and listen. Stop. I mean, like literally stop and listen to what's going on else in the world. You have China that's telling everybody, hey, America, you need to do your shit. You have Putin just change the fucking his constitution right now in Russia so he can stay an additional term or something like that. Stay longer in fucking serve in power. It's like pulling fucking empire shit. Saying he wants to fucking stay longer to like 2026 or some shit like that. I'm like, holy crap. It's like. Anybody like looking up right now? You notice there's been several intercepts by Russian aircraft with our aircraft in the air lately. It's been happening over the last couple days.
And I bought a whole bunch of speedboats.
Yeah, and bought a whole bunch of speedboats. Exactly that. So what the fuck? I mean, we're ready for some Wolverine shit. I know this is gonna get everybody's man. You're so responsible for saying that during a fucking crisis like this. No, I'm just gonna fucking let everybody know. Just, hey, we need to fucking just sit back and look at the other stuff, dude. Disconnect yourself sometimes from the news while watching it and realize, there's I don't know, just like an uneasy feeling, right? Exactly. What's going on? Murder horn, zombie midgets. This pisses me off. We could start going. It could be like what was that Lake of the Ozarks or something like that, where everybody had a party and now somebody fucking like pissed in the fucking water or some shit like that and has a shitload of COVID cases going on out there. I'll be honest with you. It's just all these freaking things. Yeah, exactly. Imagine all these protests happening now. Yeah, exactly. Good one, Michael. Putin altered the deal. Pray he doesn't alter it any further. But yeah, I just kind of like just one of those things where you're kind of like, holy shit, this is one of those. Yeah, we gotta kind of be looking out further from us too as well. I mean, aside from telling Germany and fucking France and China to shut the fuck up, I don't remember asking you a damn thing. Don't get me wrong, they are our allies, of course. But don't sit there and freaking start preaching to me. Again, probably gonna lose some friends. God damn, man, why are you saying that shit? No, I'm just saying, fucking, when it comes to that stuff, I totally appreciate them protesting with us. Don't get me wrong, but when the government start rattling some shit off, I'm kind of like, well, what the hell, man? Why are you putting your mouth in this shit? What fucking idea do you got? Some of you countries you got there that fuck some bullshit like that. Like I said, China, when they said that stuff, we stand with our African friends. Oh, you do, huh? You mean the ones that you fucking put in apartment buildings and shit like that? You send them to camps too? But yeah, kind of like pay attention to other stuff, fans. Just kind of like look at other stuff. I don't know. It's just an uneasy feeling. I'm gonna be honest with you. This COVID crap ruined a bunch of shit. A lot of lives happen. I think about this. Yeah, like COVID stuff happened, the empty streets, and all of a sudden the cop killed it's I'm not saying that this is all preordained or something like that, but it's almost like a sequence of events that you see happening before someone just said the Yellowstone fucking volcano happening. It's just like a little like the world's in. It's something like the beginning of a movie. World's in turmoil. Fucking shit like this is happening. That fucking pisses me off. I'm still pissed off by that fucking cop, dude. I'm like livid, dude.
Jim, did you see that video of the military out there? I mean, National Guard out there with Humvees, and they're dealing with individuals, and their Humvee went and taken off. But the protesters jumped in and drove it off.
Right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it was an MRAP. It was an MRAP. Yeah, I saw that. So, so now some of these protests have been without folly. And as I'm about to say, cause there's actually legit protests in Fort Worth. So there's been some legit, but some of these protests have been without folly. There's a video of a guy who is pulling security for a camera crew for some individuals, and there were some abandoned police cars, and a kid went in and grabbed an AR. And they were grabbing ARs out of fucking empty police cars. Well, this guy walks up, bald-headed dude with a beard, walks up, pulls his Glock out. And, I mean, it's a Glock, but it's still a gun. And then he points it in the fucking guy's face and smacks that fucking, just snatches it from his hands, that AR. And he's carrying one too. So that's fucking awesome. Another one like you just said, Shipwreck. And they left an MRAP fucking running or something like that. So the protesters finally they didn't have to worry about the keys because it's already. You guys don't know about military vehicles. They only have keys to secure the steering wheel.
I wonder what the motor pool is going to say about that.
Could you imagine? Yeah. So they jumped. Yeah, exactly. So they jumped in an NRAP and drove around the parking lot, some store or some shit like that. Now seriously though, there was a National Guard soldier. And this is no shit. I mean, we're joking around and stuff like that. There was a National Guard soldier that got shot at. It was in Kentucky or something like that. Soldiers opened fire. It was not soldiers. It was a soldier. Police and soldiers returned fire, killing a dude who fucking fired at them. And so police officers and National Guard soldiers enforcing curfew in Louisville earlier. I think it was early morning this morning. You took a shot at them. In a large group, they fired a shot. They were gathering around. They fired around them. I'll be honest with you, it sucks, man. You would never. I mean, I never thought you'd hear this. You never thought you would hear soldiers returning fucking fire on somebody fucking like this. Now, think about this. Think about the thought that's going through right now. You're dealing with the National Guard, and now you got fucking active duty. The shit goes crazy. I am all for fucking soldiers and the cops defending themselves from bullet fire. I mean, if you can't take fucking insults or something like that, then you need another line. You need another line of work. You know what I mean? Somebody fucking getting all mad and saying you're a fucking pig, fascist, whatever. Whatever, dude. Just go ahead and rattle off and protest and move out your way. But when you start fucking shooting lethal shit, then that's when, like I said before, at that point you're no longer fucking protesting. You're just like fucking shooting at cops. Those guys and gals need to defend themselves. Crazy ass story. Right now, that's like really fucking.
Can't get any crazier than what it's been. Come on.
What? No. There's a story out here right now.
Don't tell me it's a Florida story.
No, actually, it was an Atlanta, Georgia story. They had taken a picture of of these soldiers, and one of them was really short.
Oh, yeah. They thought it was
a kid. They thought it was like JROTC. And so the news report went, they're having child soldiers. The U.S. government sending child soldiers into the riots. And this poor guardsman, or guards gal, I don't know, soldier, I guess. I don't know. They could not fucking... The riot shield was almost as tall as them. I think it was taller than them or something like that. At that point, do you set yourself up for failure on that shit? Did you kind of like, do you even send somebody that small out? So I just like, fuck. Yeah, exactly, Stefan.
Leadership wasn't thinking on that one.
Yeah, exactly. She was small shit. She was, and everyone's like, that's fucked up. So then all like all the fucking, the short soldiers started rising up and getting pissed off because the Air Force just passed the. Just change their regulations to allow short pilots. So could you exactly that, Scott? Could you imagine going viral for being a child soldier? I mean, could you imagine it was a Kevin Hart in uniform? Exactly. For real, I'd be embarrassed as shit. I mean, like, and then come on, all right. everybody in the unit knows fucking, you know, everyone's gonna see you, and they're gonna break your balls and shit, and they're gonna fucking just totally, you're gonna go back to the army. Everyone's gonna fucking razz you and shit.
And if you try to transfer another unit, it's gonna be the same stuff. You can't get away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, God, it sucks, man. It just sucks that we're put. It just, don't get me wrong. I shouldn't be. It's like it's kind of surreal. We're sitting there talking and laughing about a fucking short ass soldier. And do pilots get their own booster seats? I don't know. Just ask Tom Cruise when he's in Top Gun. I shouldn't be resting on him because we were supposed to be doing some shit with those guys, but I don't know. He's like fucking.
It's still fun.
But it's still funny. Yeah, he's like 5'8" or something, 5'7" or 5'6" or something like that. Little dude. Yeah, exactly that. Girl gets a neck injury and gets an LOD for having to look up at the rioters. Exactly. It has some like strength. She must have some fucking, you know, she's like, I mean, she must be pretty jacked. She must be like one of the CrossFit chicks to fucking to be able to wear all that kit. Guys, it's crazy though. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's pretty surreal to be joking around about it because military, we're veterans, you know, we joke around about stuff like that. It's surreal to be talking about that stuff. We're literally sitting there talking about soldiers in the streets of Atlanta, and right now in the 82nd. And do we have any live vid? Is there any live videos going on with that stuff? Let me see. Let me look around. If there's anything going on in fucking in the Facebook lands or some shit.
I think most of those live feeds will start hitting tomorrow morning.
You think so? And people showing up and shit.
That's what I would say. Yeah, you gotta get at least 24 hours.
Yeah, because I mean, I've had some friends in the media world send me a bunch of fucking videos, pictures, and stuff like that. But they're like, like you said, later. But I want to see some shit like right now. So there was the going back to the looter thing. All right, so there have been reports in certain communities where, and this is no shit. Looters were gonna fucking go into the suburbs and go in the neighborhoods and go into the country and think about taking some people's stuff. I'm going to tell you what, I did not sleep at all last night. As a matter of fact, I barely slept last night. You know, I got up and I still do my normal routine, but that's why I'm drinking coffee right now. Well, I'm amped up anyways, but I'm smoked. I got to stay up. What am I no looters coming out? Me and Baby Ice will be blasting. Straight up. Message reports that were saying, they're from the land of Oz. There's freaking reports that people are passing around in their little Facebook groups and screenshots of it. Local law enforcement agencies have been saying that there's chances that riots will be going into. Man, the Walmart got ransacked.
Oh, speaking of Walmart, they posted on Facebook in my local area that they're going to ransack a Walmart at a certain time, certain location, and they're trying to get as many people that can go there. They put it on Facebook.
Right, they put it on Facebook, but the thing was that there's people that were, you know, I got videos of people Facebook Live and going, we're going to go to Walmart here, we're going to go to Walmart there, now we're going to Best Buy. They're like, they are literally fucking posting that shit on Facebook Live. Anyways, so I was like, I'm not saying I have a decent amount of freedom devices, but I have a fairly amount of decent devices. I would have been able to have a party at the house and you know, freaking accommodate individuals with some freedom devices. And I was like freaking, I had freedom devices. I actually had to kind of worry about, you know, Baby Ice, you know, kind of like not messing around, you know, make sure he was, you know, tucked into bed and all this other stuff. He was kind of worried. He has his little spaceship that he always carries around with him. And he had a stormtrooper. He has a stormtrooper going up and stuff like that. And he's kind of, you can kind of see what's going on. Had to fucking have the lights kind of like dimmed out a little bit, had the fucking curtains down, and you know, hearing people walking around the neighborhood. I had my motion sensors up on extra, you know, double front. Hell yeah, man! Any noise that I heard,
calling it around stuff.
Yeah, dude. I was like freaking. I wasn't low calling around, but.
Oh no, I'm talking about Baby Ice.
Oh no, Baby Ice. No, he was on a fucking gun. He was ready to go.
Oh, okay. Oh.
He's my ammo humper, man. He was carrying rounds. We're good to go. And I had a, you know, it kind of sucks that when you hear about looters coming to your fucking house and stuff like that, or coming to your neighborhood or coming near your neighborhood, you get fucking you are motherfuckers. That's the last thing you want to fucking do. As a matter of fact, there was a sheriff down in Florida, Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd, said that there was going to be some curfew. And he said specifically to everybody, and I was damn right, the people of Polk County like guns. If you try to bring in their homes to steal, to set fires, I'm highly recommending they blow you back out of the house with their guns. That's what I'm talking about.
That was the highlight of my day.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'll be honest with you. Fuck yeah. That's just your home at that point. My house had nothing to do with your rights, because at that time you're inciting violence. At that point, you're not protesting at that point. You're trying to cause shit. So after, setting up some freaking, make sure I was good to go, I had freedom devices about, and I was make sure that we were secured. I was tired of shit this morning. I'm like, damn, dude. I was like, really fucking, I don't want to say.
You were hoping to use your freedom. Freedom fire?
I don't want to say that it was. No, I think it was more disappointing. It's like the fucking zombie apocalypse. You hear about a plague and you hear about people doing the fucking kicking chicken. You're like, I hope there's fucking zombies. And it's almost like, I don't want to say that I wanted some shit to happen. It's like, you're now putting me. Can we throw some like fucking, exactly that cause? Not the zombie apocalypse we expected. It'll work. It'll suffice. You're gonna come to the fucking neighborhood and burn the neighborhood down. I had a meeting with my neighbors. I asked if it was okay for me to talk about it on air tonight. They didn't care. I had a meeting with them last night, and we sat and we fucking talked, and we had we had kind of like a little messaging thing and stuff like that, and that way, if anything happened, only if anything was happening, but like nobody, I see two people, none of that shit. It's like if something's actually fucking happening, then that's when we come up on the net, and then we were gonna go and fucking. So my neighborhood's pretty good. They're squared away about that stuff. But yeah, I don't want to say I wanted to fucking happen, but damn, man, yeah, exactly that, Kevin. I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to say pen flares and Artie Sims, but my house is the last one you want to fucking. I'm just saying. Oh my God. You know what I've always wanted to do? I've always wanted to. Nah, I won't say that, because then if someone, I don't want nobody to steal my idea. I'll just shut up. How about that? But no, you're right. I would. Yeah, it is. But my point being is that I wish a motherfucker would. You sit there and incite that shit, and now you're threatening me and my family. At that point, you're what the hell? I don't know. As a freedom's attendant, I have a cannon. I have a freaking Revolutionary War cannon pointed at the door.
Yeah, because the AR is bad, right?
Yeah, it's just like the freedoms wanted. It's like as the founders wanted. So I have a Revolutionary War cannon pointed at the fucking door. That's an emergency. I'm just kidding. I don't have that.
Well, speaking of firearms and all that, out of all this chaos and COVID and everything, it's a wake-up call to a lot of people about firearms, the laws, everything. So there's going to be some good that comes out of this, I believe, when elections come around, though.
Well, here's the thing. How's it going to affect? How do you think so? Then Scott says, just remember, if someone comes into your house and you just blast them, make sure they grab one of your guns. Spare guns off the table. So you fear for your life, and then remove the gun and fingerprints on it, and then kick it away. No, Scott. I'm in a state that as soon as you walk into my door uninvited, your ass is blasted. That doesn't matter. But
should you first ask questions later?
Right. Somebody said, Steven says my neighbor plays a banjo. We haven't had anyone come in our neighborhood. Well, I mean, I really wanted to fucking I'm not saying I have loudspeakers ready to blare as an alarm, but I'm gonna tell you what, it's orchestrated, it's gonna be Beethoven's fucking, music playing and shit. Everyone's gonna know, oh, looks like somebody come in, I guess he came in his yard. You're gonna see bright fucking spotlights come on. Oh my God, it looks like ICE is having some visitors over.
He's having that block party he wanted.
He's having that. I'm gonna tell you what, you're stupid if you're broadcasting on everywhere else that you are going to you're broadcasting to yourself that you're having when it comes into the neighborhood, don't fucking do that. Don't. There are reports, like I said, there are reports that there are people that, I mean, at least in my community there is, and I talk to me, get with your neighbors, understand fucking, at this time, this is where you really need to know your neighbors. Luckily for me, I live, some of my neighbors are, a little bit older than me. But yeah, it's been fucking crazy, dude. Hearing the fucking sirens, seeing Walmart. That's another thing too. Why the hell are you attacking Walmart? Why?
You want free TVs.
I'm about to say, how the hell? How do you think? I know what I'm saying. I was like, what? It was like we went from fucking toilet paper to now ransacking Walmart. Excuse me. Oh man, that fucking coffee. I don't understand why you would just. I don't know. Just the looting shit's what I don't understand. Like obviously I do understand. There's people that just want to see the fucking world burn and talk some shit and do stuff.
People taking advantage of the situation for their personal gain and pleasure.
Right. Well, yeah. Steban says they attacked Target. The irony of the title, Target, and then your store getting attacked, and the name of the store is Target. I don't want to say there's some humor. Have you heard anybody getting hurt about this either? Have you not? Aside, I'm not like killed. Have we had any deaths involved in some of these riots? Have we had anybody?
I've heard of one. I forgot what location. I'd have to look it up again. I'd have to use Google to find it again. But there was a black officer that got killed.
That's right. Yeah.
A protester.
It was it was a protester. It was like Friday, or was when things first started fucking kicking up, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. See. So hearts go out to them, but they fucking, it just bringing a gun to a fucking riot is not a good idea.
Well, there's been good stuff out of this too. There's been individuals, citizens, that have seen officers get separated from their groups and stuff, and they stand up to help protect them. So
that's right. That is a good point. There was you're right. It was a police officer got caught up in got separated from his group. When they were pushing the protesters back. It was I don't know if it was rioters or protesters. And then they formed a human chain around the police officer as the crowd formed around them. Now that you're right, there are some good things. There are some good stories of sheriffs marching. And see, that's another thing too. This is like an image thing. This would have been the opportunity for fucking law enforcement to shine. You know what I mean? This would have been the time for law enforcement to go, you know what? We were gonna fucking. There's some walking with them during the protest. What better fucking security than have the sheriff walking with you during the protest? What's wrong?
Well, there was one protest. I gotta look it up again, but their department all kneeled down during the protesters. They let them protest peacefully, and they all took the knee.
Yeah, see. That's
Did you hear about that one though?
Yeah, it was in Miami or something like that. It was. See, I'm kind of fixed with that, because you're not supposed to be. As a Leo, as a police officer, you're supposed to be with the community, right? And this is the way. It's almost like being a soldier. We're supposed to be apolitical, and we were supposed to be with the citizenry.
We're supposed to be neutral.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral on some of that shit. So for them to take that, for them to do the kneel and stuff like that, I'm not saying it was bad to do it. I'm just saying it kind of like, it's a bad look. It's a bad look when you got a bunch of cop when you just had a cop kneeling on a guy and the guy died. It's kind of a bad look for then said law enforcement agencies around the country to start kneeling too. You know what I mean? That's kind of like a fucking.
Look at it that way, yeah. But if you look at it the other way, that they're trying to win people with their hearts and minds too, saying, "Hey, we're not going to hear that."
Well, no, so you're right. That's a good point. That is a good point. But so
it's a double-edged sword.
You're right. It's a double-edged sword that the fact that a cop was kneeling on a black guy, an African American citizen, kneeling on him, and then all of a sudden now all the cops are kneeling. What the fuck, dude? You're like, is that like a repeat of a salute or some shit? No, stop. That right there, you just kind of like as that person. I wouldn't say image control. Have you seen Space Force? We talked about this, man. That's fucking. I love that fucking. There's like an image control guy. There's like it's almost like a public affairs officer, but you gotta watch Space Force. Yeah, Space Force. It just hit me in a lot of spots. It was just there's some of the thing. I don't know. Just something about that I just connected with that series.
A lot of military humor.
Oh my God, yes, it's hilarious. I can't wait for the next season. So there was a sheriff that said, you know, we want to be with y'all for real, and he said, I want to make this a parade, not a protest.
He's not one of us.
Okay, I think it's right here.
The only reason we're here is to make sure that you got a voice. That's it.
It's a little too loud if I'm gonna be playing over that. But anyways, it was in Flint, Michigan, I think, and he was walking with the. You know, he put down his baton. He was like, somebody said, "Hey, what's going on?" And then, hey, sheriff. You know, his name was Chris Swanson. Isn't that Chris? He kind of looks like Chris Swanson from Peter. Isn't that the Family Guy? Peter, I think you need to, you know, that fucking guy in the wheelchair, isn't it? Is his name Chris Swanson too, something like that. Anyways, so Michigan sheriff joined protesters in Flint, and someone says, "Hey, what's going on, Chief? How you doing?" And he recognized and he gave one of the people there a high five. And so he took his helmet off. And they said, "Hey, why don't you walk with us?" And he's like, "You know what? Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna walk with you guys." You know, he said specifically that, "Hey, I'm a freaking. I want to make this a parade, not a protest. And the reason why we're here is to make sure that you got a voice. That's it. See, that's the neutrality that I'm talking about. That's what needs to be shown. That's the image of Leo's that needs to be seen."
Well, that didn't get a good coverage with the media.
It didn't, dude.
I didn't see that.
It did. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's almost like, nah, we want, well, you know, whatever. And then he posted, you know, selfies with some of the people and all that. And I'm just thinking, fuck, dude, how come we don't see that? How come? Let's see that shit. Let's see the cops doing that stuff. Let's see them walking. And that would have been a good move on the cops. And I'll tell you what, you guys are gonna have a protest. We will meet you outside and we will secure your protest. Because now what you're seeing, and this is the last portion of the protest I'm talking about, now we're seeing cops and now we're seeing protesters fucking kick the shit out of Antifa. It's fucking awesome. I love it. That's exactly what you need to see. That's the type of unity. See, at this point, it's all about unity. Unity. You know, like fucking, you know, Rick James. Sorry. Yeah, let me pull up. Yeah, I'll pull up. Hang on. No, I got a picture right here. I mean, yeah, it's good shit, man. This is the feel good shit we want to hear. This is the stuff that we need to see. You know, cop walking with it. That is the closure and shit. Diffusing the situation. Allowing them to fucking speak their minds. Allowing them to protest. And he said, fuck that. I'm going to have Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson. Fuck that. We're going to have a parade. You see it mixed? Everyone's smiling, happy and shit like that. That's what it's all about. Everyone deserves their right to fucking protest.
And feel safe enough not to wear a mask, too.
Until it's safe enough. You know what? That's a good idea. You don't notice that, too? You kind of notice that. Like, you still don't know hardly. Yeah, you know the COVID shit kind of like died off. It's kind of like they made everybody. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna give you some personal stuff about that stuff. It's not, there's been some things in my personal life and other people's personal life too that have happened because of COVID when it comes to small businesses. And I almost want to make it seem like it was done on purpose. I don't want to say that, but I just kind of find it fucking coincidental. No one's losing their shit. Where's all the fucking Karens with a fucking you need to have your mask on? Where's all these individuals that were fucking jumping up and down? Where's Dr. Fauci at? Where did he fucking come out and say? Is he saying this is not good to have all these protests? Y'all gonna get the COVIDs? Where all of a sudden now the priority of COVIDs is down? There's been several governors that said, fuck this, we're just fuck it, we're just leaving the state open. We're just gonna open up the state. Fuck it, we're done. Now of course there's some states that are like holdouts. And we're not gonna do that. We're still locked down. We're in phase 1 Bravo of our lockdown. No schools are open. No business licenses being held. I mean, like I said, I got friends that have lost businesses. Oh, we'll take your fucking taxes for it, but we're not going to fucking let you renew your license or get a new one until this COVID stuff is done because we need to open up. Oh, goddamn, man. If anything else, this just taught us everything to do online. Why'd you need to hire all those individuals to do shit online? If we could do it online, then why'd you hire all those individuals that are, keeping records and stuff like that? I understand some admin stuff, but you sure were happy to fucking take my taxes and stuff when it came to business licensing and shit like that. What the fuck? It just makes me mad, dude. It's just fucking frustrating as shit to see all this other stuff, and then all of a sudden this hits. That's the way to fucking do it. Law enforcement should be out doing that shit. They should be out there open arms saying, fuck, man. We don't fucking... That's not us. He even said that. That's not us, man. There's other cops that are out there saying, hey, that fucking asshole, he's fucking done. He's a fucking... That's the way it's supposed to be done. Oh, by the way, where are the fucking... Where are our elected officials at?
Well,
Hey, Fox News. Hey, CNN. How come you're not having like the GOP or the fucking Democratic, anybody out there fucking saying this? We need to have calm and all this stuff. You notice they're fucking quiet too.
Did the House even come back to work?
That's not the fucking point. Everyone's out fucking Zooming and doing fucking Microsoft Teams and Skyping their fucking meetings and, goofing around and shit like that. Having their fucking, oh, we're doing this, we're doing that. Everyone's silent. You think about that. Everyone is fucking silent. Where are our elected officials? That's my question. I'm not talking about Joe Biden. He's not elected. I don't even think he's not even think he's fucking there. But it's almost like they're using this as a distraction to fucking take advantage of the situation where it comes to mail-in voting. Look at that picture right there. Look at that picture. I got it right there. We don't need to be doing mail-in voting. I've served for about close to 30 years of the military. All my shit's been mail-in. I hate it. When we were freaking couple of elections, I was telling the team that I got my shit caught up. One of the precincts fucking had all these overseas ballots stuffed in a fucking closet somewhere and got busted, and all these fucking votes were thrown away because they were deemed, a lot of it was military stuff. There's other places that are finding fucking votes and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I'm voting. I want walk-in. I want walk-in voting. I don't give a fuck if I have to fucking wheel in there myself. If I got COVIDs in a fucking wheelchair to do it, I'll fucking do it. You better make sure you sanitize me and sanitize everything else. I'm just saying it.
Just have Spanky pick you up in her snackmobile.
Yeah, exactly.
Minivan.
In her minivan, exactly. I should have. She doesn't have a minivan. She's got an SUV, but we make fun of her having a minivan. But again. Why are other law enforcement individuals doing this? What are the difference between the different agencies and why this fucking cop? We're gonna try to get him on. He looks like he's a fucking cool dude to hang out with.
Oh yeah.
You notice he's not telling everybody to wear a mask.
And did you notice he's not? I don't think he's even carrying a firearm or anything.
He's got his pistol. He was holding riot gear. He had a helmet on, and he does look like Howie Long, doesn't he? I was about ready to say that too. He does look like fucking Howie Long. Go Raiders.
But he's not like technically all decked out though, is what I'm saying.
No, he was technically decked out. That's what I'm saying. He had all of his kit. Yeah, he had the kit on and everything, and then he took it off and fucking said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna walk with you guys."
All right.
Yeah, it is. That's fucking cool as shit. So, bruh, why aren't other cops doing that?
For mayor now?
He should, huh? He should run for fucking mayor. He should run for the governorship of his state.
Oh, even better.
I mean, impressive as hell. Yep.
He would win. Sure.
I think so. I think he'd win. But God, it's just it really is this fucking because again, I have friends and family. Well, I'm mostly friends that are in the Leo community. I have really good friends that are in the Leo. Some of the things that we support for Leo programs at WTF Nation Radio, we do support it. I know for a fact that when I'm talking about this asshole that fucking need on fucking Floyd's neck, guess what? They know we're not talking about them. Here's another picture of Howie Long. I mean the sheriff. He does look.
There are very good cops out there.
There are
very good ones out there. You never hear much about it, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's just frustrating as all hell, dude. I just fucking hate it. I really fucking hated the fact that now all of a sudden the freedom of speech and all sorts of shit. Now we got fucking soldiers in downtown DC. It's fucking frustrating. And now everyone's taking advantage of this stuff. Hey, rules of life: don't protest on a fucking highway. If you're running up to people that are in a fucking vehicle at an intersection and you start crowding around them, I don't blame them for hitting the fucking gas because they're scared. I got sirens going on in the background of where I'm at because there's shit happening. It's fucking crazy, dude.
So if you go dead silence, we know what you're doing, right?
No, actually, I would just leave the microphone open, and then I would just be like running through the house, and you'd be hearing, I'd tell the kid, it's time to go, and then you hear locking and loading and stuff like that, and then you'll hear like music and shit. All of a sudden, you hear a bunch of clicking noise, and all of a sudden, you hear like clicking and you hear like NVG sounding off and shit like that.
Nah, I'd have to compensate for it.
Yeah, exactly. And then you hear this right here in the background. I'd like play this on Alexa. Alexa, play alarm number 1, and this shit would be going off right here. And everyone's like, "What the hell's going on?" Fucking floodlights everywhere. Fucking flares going out. 9 bangers going off in front of their faces. Oh yeah, I got it all set up, buddy. I got it all set up. God, man. Oh. Yeah, exactly, cost. High five, license and registration, proof of insurance, please. That's fucked up. Oh, man. Well, we gotta do fucking house cleaning. But first, before we do house, well, actually, I'll do that last. I'll do the another announcement. I got a couple announcements that I got, but I had to kind of like roll them out and do it freaking
in pieces.
Yeah, in pieces, because I kind of have to do it because there's some people that may not want this information released just yet. But then when I do, then I'm like, okay, I'll release it out. The first
don't want to overwhelm the audience.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to overwhelm. I mean, there's some individuals that can take it, but there are individuals that just will have to be right. They can only take it in little baby steps there. So we had shit. What was the last time we had freaking a guest? We had what was it? Addison Williams was on, and now we're gonna have tomorrow. Freaking go ahead and get it, CQ. Comedian Adam Keys, Army veteran and triple amputee comedian Adam Keys will be on Pop Culture Warrior tomorrow to tell us about his remarkable story and how his hard work and dedication helped him succeed as a comedian. Adam will also has excuse me. Adam has all. What was it? Adam has also no. God, this script. I'm trying to read a script. Adam is awesome. Yeah, exactly. He's participated in several marathons and has been a guest speaker, inspiring individual who likes to help veterans out and succeed as well. So he's going to be on tomorrow, Thursday, starting time. And then, we got some of the National Guard heading up to DC as well. Okay, we're going to have a lot of National Guard people up there, and the 82nd.
See what the engagement's going to be, though.
Oh man, what do you think? Well, you got to defend yourself. I mean, you got.
Oh yeah, but, it could get interesting.
Nah, dude, I know. I gotta freaking sit. I gotta stop drinking coffee. No, I need to freaking probably just take a couple shots so I can go to sleep. My biggest thing is that everyone that's out there that's listening, and we do have some fans that are listening to us out on those areas. Do be careful. Yeah, and it's kind of freaky. I really don't. It really to the point where we're having our own. We have individuals in our ranks that would fucking point their weapons at our citizenry, and would think that it would be no big deal. You have to really think hard. You really have to think hard on this. This is something that I think we've never had. This is unprecedented in our time. This isn't like fucking Kent State or some other fucking bullshit that everyone wants to talk about. This isn't about freaking, or what about this time or what about that time? Nah, this is something completely fucking different.
Nothing compared to it.
No, yeah, exactly. There was nothing at all that compares to this. History is being made right now. Fuck. Those constituent, I mean, those elected officials that are actually talking about, they're actually talking about quartering. They're actually talking about we're going to send and do this to the protesters. It's not the same rioters, it's the same protesters. Too. Fucking slippage and shit. Fuck that. Never thought.
They're worried about votes, that's why.
Yeah, I'm just like, dude, I'm not really thinking about how the fuck we gotten this far to where, the catalyst of some shit. Several PAOs and PIOs have been deleting fucking shit for stuff that they can really need to read the room. Like I said, it's kind of edgy right now for a bunch of cops to be doing the kneeling thing right now. I would kind of like stay away from that. But that's what I would suggest. Is like right now, I think a bunch of cops kneeling right now should not be doing that. That's just not a good look, especially if that's how Floyd died. Again, asphyxia. So everybody else, did I lose some friends? I'm seeing if I lost some friends tonight too on Facebook for calling those people who said Epstein didn't kill himself by the same doctor that did the autopsy. It's the same doctor that did the Floyd one too. So before you sit there and say, oh, well, it's different. Well, what about this? Don't go back on when someone should have killed or what happened to somebody. See, we didn't riot. See, we didn't do this. We'll see. We'll see. You know, right now, we don't need that shit. When the power goes out and you're with your family, you may or may not have a weapon. And all of a sudden, you're going to have somebody say, well, back in the day, we didn't riot. I don't think nobody wants to hear that shit right now. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing, to quote Samuel Jackson.
Well, some people got stupid and trying to hit up the firehouse,
Yeah, dude.
People's house.
That's another thing, too. And there's one story right now where there was almost an incident where a building was burning and protesters and looters did not allow firefighters to go inside of a building. There was a child inside. That shit like that, right? That, man. That's the shit right there that you don't fucking... in this tumultuous time, in this heated time, I mean, it's just like fucking everything. Tensions are high right now. The last thing you need to do the last thing you need to do is that. You prevent me from my family. You do something to my family, man. Fuck. That's fucked up. Only because of this right here? Because you wanted to fucking steal a TV? Again, not taking away at all the reason why there's an actual protest and the fucking cop needs to fuck. Dude, I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear more about this. And I'm guaranteed until did you hear about his fucking wife divorcing him too? Like his wife.
Oh yeah.
His wife said, "See you."
Do you blame her?
Well, right. I'm just saying. You know what makes me mad about that too is everyone's like, oh, well, she bounced a check back in 1919, or someone, oh, dude, really? Are you gonna, we're going to go back on records. Well, she did this and he did that and she did that and they did this. I'm like, fuck, man.
Who hasn't bound a chance at some time in their life? It's part of growing up that time.
Yeah. What's that? How I feel
Especially
about
when you're that private,
Right. What's that right there? Someone's asking, how do I feel about consequences of the military members versus police members? We have the Uniform Code of Military Justice. See, in this type of environment where we're using the National Guard, we are there to support law enforcement. When we're activating U.S. troops, when we're using the Insurrection Act, when we're changing the law, it's the other way around. We don't want that. We do not want that.
Not at all.
No, it is not as pretty as you think. So good news story. I'm going to tell you right now. Over the last 48 hours, we had a new addition to the family.
Oh yeah,
we have the best news. This is the news that we want to talk about. This is the kind of news that I like.
News we want to go out.
News we want to go out and I'll be honest with you. I get. First off, I love the little ones. I love babies. I mean, if I can have fucking babies all the time, I'll fucking. Well, I don't know. Lately, Baby Ice has been pissing me off. No, Baby Ice has been pissing me off lately. He's no. But what I'm saying though is that stop trying.
I'm trying to get you another.
What am I saying? Whoa, you're trying to fucking. I can handle them shits myself, brother. I don't need to. Okay. I don't need assistance to that shit. So currently, so off and on one of our own our front desk admin, mom. She's with child, and everybody knows she's been with child. And so for a long time, we were calling him COVID Carl because he was being a pain in the ass. Was he gonna come? Was he gonna show up and all that stuff? And I was like, do you need me to go fucking, baby JMPI your ass? Make sure that the jumper's in the door or some shit. What's up? Well, finally. At 20:53 yesterday, at 7 pounds and 4 ounces, at 20.5 inches, COVID Carl was born. And so, I like this picture right here. So here we have Mom and COVID Carl. Aw, God, adorable. Little COVID Carl, so cute. Oh my God! Everyone's already lined up for babysitting. Boss's preference. I'm gonna, he's gonna hang. Him and Baby Ice are gonna hang out. They're even. We even have already talked. We're already gonna make sure we're gonna book him for a future edition. I think they're gonna take over the Monday edition when they get older. But that's so awesome. This is the story I like. So through all this time, quarantine for 9 months, and now this shit. That's what you see on his shirt. Yeah, I love baby pics are awesome. That's so cute. So welcome to the world. I don't want to blow up her sec. Is it okay to blow up her sec? What the kid? Did we even get what the kid's name was? I don't want to say. I'm a bad boss, but we kept calling. Yeah, I wouldn't go there. I'll just leave him as lame. So it's Baby Ice and COVID Carl will be the next show in the future. Future booking. Maybe we'll have the host of Blue's Clues on or some shit. At any rate.
Well, I wonder if Mom's gonna keep the kid's name.
To keep what COVID Carl? Well, that's what we kind of like.
Cool.
Yeah, he was like Carl. Shut up, Carl. His name's he's so cute. Look at that little adorable man. Oh, he's so adorable. So congrats. Welcome to the WTF Nation family. This is awesome. Happy for you, Mom and Dad. And COVID Carl, man, you're in for a hoot. You got Uncle Ice. We're gonna have to hang out, and I promise I won't give him any 3 Cletus or fucking Tecate. He'll be hanging out, and him and Baby Ass can go run around and goof off and stuff like that. That's so cute. I'm saying babies are awesome. I love babies. I think it's awesome. So there we go. At any rate, so Monday is the Monday edition. Obviously, Tuesday is a Pop Culture Warrior with a CQ. Again, Flash is doing some stuff. So who's going to be out of the net for a little bit too. I forgot to say that. So thanks again, Shipwright, for hanging out. And then Thursday is Starnes Time with myself and Spanking. Pretty sure we're gonna have another show pretty up. We already talked about those with Radar. Once we get that up, we will surprise y'all. And then Saturday or Sunday we have Kicking It with Cause and Al. And then of course bring you back to today. Everyone, keep your head on a swivel. Make sure you got your TTPs down. Make sure your batteries are charged and your ammo's loaded. Because like I said, these next few days are gonna be fucking crazy. So with that, y'all have a good night and shots. Shouts.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Intergalactic horse, and we'll ride into the sun, yes, into the sun, where we'll take the day by planting a flag right there at its source. Space Force. And now the They say that they've discovered life up there on Mars. So let's blow it all to hell and then claim it for ours. We'll paint the moon red, white, and blue for no other reason than we wanted to. Oh, Jupiter, imagine what you could become. A stupid, pointless planet turned into a giant gun. And Russia, so sorry, have to burst your bubble. Be a good sport now, sit back, relax, and watch us through the Hubble as we celebrate the greatness of the United Planet of America. Space Force, Space Force, we'll saddle up our intergalactic horse and we'll ride into the sun, yes, into the sun, where we'll take the day by planting a flag right there at its source. Space Force. Now we'll go to infinity and beyond, beyond. You'll hear all manly voices singing Space Force strong. The critics say sound doesn't travel in space, to which we reply sound will do as we say. Oh, Captain Kirk, your achievements, though notable and fine, as far as we're concerned, this is Deep Space Mine. And big fans, but Lord Vader, step away from the lightsaber. There can only be one, of course. Space Force. Ra-da-da-da-da-da, ra-da-da, ra-da-da, ra-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum-dum-dum-dum, ra-da-da-da-da-da, ra-da-da, ra-da-da, ra-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Space Force, Space Force, we'll saddle up our intergalactic horse and we'll ride into the sun, yes, into the sun, where we'll take the day by planting a flag right there at its source. Space Force. Space Force.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger-qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.